This isn't just a BMW. It's the world's first super Sedan, a hand-built monster hiding inside a gentleman's suit. The 1988 M5 E28 didn't follow the rules, it created them. What's up everyone, subscribe to my channel. Today we're diving into one of the most iconic legends ever to come out of Bavaria, the 1988 M5 E28, a machine that didn't just push boundaries, it erased them. Imagine a car built at a time when performance sedans weren't supposed to be this fast, this refined, or this ahead of their era, yet BMW decided to change the rules. They didn't just build a car, they handcrafted a masterpiece that blended luxury, aggression, and engineering brilliance into something the world had never seen before. And the wildest part? It was done in a way no modern factory could ever replicate. Picture this, late 1980s Europe, where exotic supercars stole the spotlight and sedans were meant to be quiet family cruisers. Then suddenly, this unassuming four-door BMW appears, looking almost identical to a regular 5 Series. But under its hood lives something completely insane, the S38 engine, a detuned relative of the legendary N1 supercar power plant. A hand-built, high-revving inline-6 that turned the 1988 M5 into the fastest production sedan in the world. Not one of the fastest, the fastest. It was the wolf in black tie attire, the executive express that shocked everyone who didn't know what M stood for yet. The 1988 BMW M5 E28 wasn't just a car, it was the beginning of a dynasty. Every modern M5, the V10 monsters, the twin-turbo beasts, all trace their bloodline back to this exact machine. And what made the E28 so special wasn't just power. It was the way it delivered it. You didn't just drive an E28 M5, you connected to it. The steering felt alive, the chassis communicated every little detail of the road, the engine responded instantly with razor-sharp precision. This was the era before digital filters, before computers softened the edges. This was pure analog dominance, engineered by people who built cars with their hands, eyes, and instincts. And if you owned one in 1988, you weren't just driving fast, you were rewriting the definition of a luxury sedan. The interior was upscale, subtle, and elegant. Leather seats, clean BMW ergonomics, a cockpit designed around the driver with no gimmicks. But the moment you turned the key, that quiet, executive vibe transformed into something primal. The idle wasn't just smooth, it was confident, like the car knew exactly what it was capable of. And on the open road, when you pushed that accelerator down, the M5 didn't ask questions, it delivered answers. Swift, brutal, effortless speed that no one expected from a four-door saloon. This car was built at a time when meters division wasn't a marketing term. It was a small group of engineers who lived and breathed performance. They hand-built each engine, balanced it with obsessive precision, and installed it into a body that looked deceptively ordinary. BMW intentionally made it subtle. No wild wings, no loud badges, no exaggerated bodywork, just a clean 5 Series silhouette hiding a monster underneath. That's what made it dangerous. It was the original sleeper, the car that taught the world never to underestimate what looks normal. The 1988 E28 M5 also changed the way people thought about daily driving. Before it came along, you had sports cars for fun and sedans for comfort. BMW said, why not have both? Suddenly you could drive to work with your family in complete comfort, then embarrass Porsche owners on the weekends. It was a new kind of freedom, a combination so perfect that car companies are still trying to recreate the formula today. But the truth is, nobody has ever matched the raw purity of the original M5. You can add turbos, computers, launch control. Sure, those things are fast, but they don't deliver the same feeling of authenticity that the E28 gave you. And let's talk about rarity. This wasn't mass-produced. Each one was assembled with care and attention you don't see anymore. Only a few thousand were ever built, and far fewer survive today in original condition. Owning an E28 M5 today isn't just owning a car, it's preserving a historical artifact, a piece of automotive art, a reminder of a time when engineers had full control, when design wasn't dictated by computers or focus groups. Every bolt, every weld, every stroke of that legendary inline six tells a story of passion, skill, and pride. On the road, the E28 M5 feels alive in a way that modern cars simply don't. The steering talks to you, the suspension moves with purpose, and the engine revs like it's begging for more. The sound isn't loud, it's rich, mechanical, authentic. There's no fake exhaust note, no artificial enhancement, just pure mechanical symphony created by pistons, valves, and engineering brilliance. This car reminds you what driving is supposed to feel like: connected, human, real. The 1988 BMW M5 E28 is more than a milestone. It's the foundation of an entire performance culture. It inspired generations of enthusiasts, set standards automakers are still chasing, and proved that performance and practicality can coexist without compromise. It's a car that deserves respect, not just for what it did in its time, but for the legacy it continues to have decades later. And today, as collectors hunt for clean examples, its value keeps rising because people understand just how special it truly is. So if you love cars, if you respect automotive history, if you appreciate engineering brilliance wrapped in a subtle, elegant package, the 1988 BMW M5 E28 is a masterpiece that stands untouched. A legend born from passion, built with precision, and remembered forever. What's up, everyone? Subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more rare classics, more automotive legends, and more deep dives into the cars that shaped our world. Let's keep the engines roaring and the history alive.